now to shout with me, to make clear to the world, what do we think of Donald Trump? Shout it with me. The England football team is the Three Lions, and the symbol of the British rugby team is also the Lion. And you standing here today on this team are the Lions of Britain. It's coming sometime, maybe. Give them more time to attack. Forget about the people in London, forget about the establishment, forget about the detractors in the fake news media. The real people out there in the United Kingdom, we love you, Mr. President!
Wow, that's something you're not going to see on our regular television.
Nope.
Huh? What was that? That was a ghost voice? Am I recording with a ghost? No. We have Engineer Brian in the house.
Hello.
The show is always expanding, always getting better, always getting bigger. Hopefully, although this is our fourth or fifth take of episode 5.
Yes.
All kinds of technical issues. Apparently, I don't know how to reformat an SD card, which burns so far like 3 hours of our lives today.
Or turn a camera on.
This has been insane. And this goes back all the way last week because we didn't have an episode last week because of not that we didn't record any. We actually had a great show, except for I forgot to turn Brian's camera on, and he pushed to have it released, but I didn't release it. We got a new studio feature, and because I'm so stressed out, I feel that there's a need for me to find a little zen space to get myself back centered. So I'm going to the forest. Can you hear the birds, Brian?
Yes, I can.
The river.
I can hear
the river.
I can hear the turkey vultures picking out your eyes.
Yes. All right. Hold on a sec. I'm going to do this from the Oval Office, and now I'm as good as Donald Trump.
Well,
where's Kellyanne? Kellyanne, come sit on my lap, Kellyanne. No?
This isn't the Clinton.
It's not. Any special requests, Brian?
Let's see. Great Wall of China today?
Great Wall of China. Oh, hurrah. I'm in the great hurrah of China. Damn you Mongolians.
You tear down my shitty wall.
You don't tear down my shitty wall. Okay, back to the bedroom. Spare bedroom. Yeah, so anyway, Brian found those videos, which I found very interesting, that we could have such support but not see any of it on TV. We saw plenty of the big baby Donald Trump balloon. Lots of that on CNN, MSNBC, and even Fox News. But we did not see the huge... although, to be fair, that may have not have been when Trump was there.
No, this was about 3 weeks ago when I found this. And this was just the Make Britain Great Again rally that they were doing.
Nationalism is on the move. I like it. Patriotism. It's okay to be a patriot of Britain if you're a Briton, an Englishman.
We kicked your ass.
Twice.
Everybody
forgets about the War of 1812. That's where the Star Spangled Banner came from. The Battle of Fort McHenry. So, again, the media lies. A lot of stuff happened this week. I'm almost afraid to go beyond 7 minutes because my camera will shut off again.
Hey.
But Alexandria, crazy ex-girlfriend Eyes Cortez is making the news. This little ditty, she was a bartender apparently at some point, and she has pushed the Democratic Party almost off a ledge to the left with her and crazy balloon hair Bernie Sanders. And everybody's trying to catch up. Half the Democratic Party wants her to go away. The other half is marching in lockstep with this 28-year-old idiot.
This is a 28-year-old admitted socialist. She's running as a socialist.
So we have a clip. It's a little bit long, but Brian spiced it up. We have a guest coming in today.
We have a guest in the studio.
First guest. We only have 17 followers, but Donald Trump figured he'd get on the ground floor. The ground floor, it'd be great. So here
that was really your rallying
here.
cry in your campaign. It was always about working class Americans. You talk about the top versus the bottom, not the left versus the right.
Right.
Now the economy is going pretty strong, right? There's roughly 4% unemployment, 3.9% unemployment. Do you think that capitalism has failed to deliver for working class Americans, or is no longer the best vehicle for working class Americans?
Well, I think the numbers that you just talked about is part of the problem, right? Because we look at these figures
low
and we say, oh,
unemployment rate?
unemployment is low, everything is fine, right? Well, unemployment is low because everyone has 2 jobs.
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
Unemployment is
Thank you,
low
Donald.
because people are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and can barely feed their kids. And so I
This
do
is all
think
conjecture,
that
by the
right
way.
now when we have
What
this
numbers?
no holds barred, Wild West,
they never have numbers.
hyper-capitalism,
They just have
what that
thoughts.
means is profit at any
Everybody I know at the
cost.
bar is working 2
Capitalism
jobs.
has not always existed in the world, and it will not always exist in the world.
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
You know, the benefit of
Thank you,
capitalism
Donald.
is that you engage in voluntary
Good
trade.
point.
And that because it creates value, it is the system that, unlike all the others, has lifted more people out of poverty over the course of human history than any other system.
Pretty good system to me.
I think that those things that you talk about, that you discuss, are part of the
I
course
think a fire
of
truck is
human
coming
evolution.
because
and
there's
so
about to be
I would
a
hope that the most
mental
recent
wreck
economic
on
system,
set.
our current economic system, is the one that is most beneficial for everyday people. But what we're also starting to see is that, first of all, I think that when we talk about socialist or democrat, especially democratically socialist economies. First of all, they're done with the full input of everybody. You vote.
That's what you
Until the
think.
government
Democratic.
decides
if
not
something
to
is
just
not a
shoot
good
you and
idea,
make you do it.
doesn't get voted for, ideally.
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
You're right,
in
Donald.
the campaign,
That's absolutely
made
right.
one
She's wrong.
tweet or made
Do you
one
think
statement
in the
that
Democratic
referred
Socialist
to, a
Venezuela
by Israeli
that they voted to
soldiers
eat
of
flamingos?
civilians in
No.
Gaza,
Or rats?
and called it
Or
a
rats?
massacre, which
No,
became
no.
a little bit controversial. But I haven't seen anywhere. What is your position on Israel?
Well, I believe absolutely in Israel's right to exist.
Here comes the train wreck.
I am a proponent of a two-state
Yeah, this is, she
solution.
really loses it here.
And for me, this is not a referendum, I think, on
Donald,
the
be
state
nice.
of Israel. For me, the lens through which I saw this incident as an activist, as an organizer, 60 people
must
were
make you
killed in
important
Ferguson, Missouri.
as an
60
activist.
people were killed
That's all we
in
need is
South
another
Bronx.
organizer in
Unarmed.
the government.
60
Right.
people
The last
were killed
organizer we
in
had
Puerto Rico.
was a
I
complete
just look at
Rico?
that incident more through
Puerto Rico?
through just
Puerto
as an
Rico?
incident. And to me, it would just be completely unacceptable if that happened on our shores. But I am,
Of course, the dynamic there in terms of geopolitics and the war in the Middle
course.
East is very different than people.
What did
expressing
any of
their
that
First
have to do with
Amendment right to
Ferguson,
protest.
Missouri?
well,
Or Puerto
yes,
Rico.
but
Or Puerto
I also
Rico.
think
We were
that
talking
not
about
saying it right.
Israel.
what people are starting to see, at least
Look,
in the
I'm
looking
opposition,
down. Somebody save
of
me.
Palestine.
She's
is,
lost it.
Just an increasing crisis of humanitarian condition.
The fire
And that
trucks
to
were
me
coming
is
to put
just
this flame out
where
Yeah.
at.
I tend to come from
Because their
on
head's
this
starting to
issue.
smoke.
You used the term the occupation of Palestine. What did you mean by that?
Oh.
Oh,
Pull the ripcord, Maverick.
Yeah. Punch out.
I
Punch
think
out.
what I meant is like the settlements that are increasing.
You should have just quit
in
there
some
and
of
said,
these
"I don't know."
areas and
This is like
places where
anytime you throw
where
facts at a liberal.
Palestinians are experiencing
They can't. Yeah, they have nothing to
difficulty
come
in
back at
access
you with.
to, their housing and homes.
You said you could.
Very nice words, but happens to be wrong.
Donald, I told you to be nice.
Donald.
Oh, jeez.
Ah.
Oh, hey. Well, we'll see you later, Donald.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was wonderful being here. Good luck with the Shits and Giggles show. It's a big, beautiful show. It's going to be terrific.
We appreciate you being here.
No problem, Brian, the engineer. You're doing a wonderful, wonderful job at being an engineer.
All right, so
Yeah, we got another shot of her real quick.
Yeah.
She doesn't know her primary colors.
yeah, this is
Red or blue.
red or blue. This is her and Crazy
dope.
Bernie. Come on.
There it is.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be hopping on here, Senator Sanders' account, and we're here in Kansas City to rally for Brent Welder. We're going to flip this seat red in November.
Flip this seat red in November. Now, is that communist red, or is that she just doesn't know the difference between...
Tiananmen Square red. Well, that was a
Tiananmen...
clusterfuck, wasn't it?
Wait, what do you mean? This was seamless. Tiananmen
Yes, it
you
was.
just said Tiananmen Square.
Yes.
All right, so this episode is officially called The Train Wreck. This is now our 6th attempt, and now we're just putting things together to make the cameras just stop working. I got something weird flashing in my camera now. I'm so paranoid of the cameras that everything's ruined. You can't hear me at all?
No, I can't hear you
Play
at
with
all.
your cord. Dude, we got a ghost that is just
I don't know.
I can hear you good, and you're clearly recording.
Yeah,
it.
I'm recording. I can't hear you, so I will just go with that.
Really?
And I'm good.
We didn't change.
Oh.
Ah.
We're good.
We're good.
That was
Finally.
the old headphone.
Si-
It says a locking headphone thing, and it backed out. That's crazy.
All right, so talking about crazy. There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
naked guy on a bike.
We've already done this.
Yeah,
Enough of it.
this is the sixth time we've talked about it.
The 6th time. But hey, we're going to go with it again.
Naked guy on a bike.
So this guy is from San Jose,
He's a naked guy on a bike.
going down Highway 101.
On a bike.
On a bike.
Naked.
Naked. So here we go.
Yeah.
Commuters in San Jose driving on 101 between Alum Rock and Story Road got quite an eyeful Wednesday morning. The CHP says they got multiple calls reporting a naked
Oh,
man
look.
riding a bicycle.
It's a
off
full
the
moon
freeway
in the
at
middle
around
of the day.
9:30 a.m.
Naked guy on a
You can see
bike.
in this picture, he's not on the shoulder, but actually in a lane of traffic headed northbound. The CHP says at least one caller called in that the man jumped over the median and kept headed northbound.
That's one hell of a jump. I wonder if he bunny hopped it.
Right? Or
Dude,
These pictures
that might have been like a
look
world
at. Naked or
record
not,
bunny hop.
Riding a bike
Naked.
on the freeway is dangerous.
Bicycle's not going to
And here's CHP to tell us the obvious.
Vehicle moving at freeway speeds will come upon that very quickly.
That's typical California. You can stop it.
Hang on, we're going to hear a little bit of the CHP here.
Other aspect that the rider was naked at the time is an additional distraction.
At the time, the CHP officers in the area
he
were
was naked,
tied
so
up
that
with
was
a
an
medical
additional-
emergency.
Additional distraction.
The rider was
You know
gone
what?
when they
If
got
someone
on
has to
scene.
tell you not
The
to
CHP is
ride
asking that anyone
your
who
bike
could help
naked,
identify the suspect
please feel
to
free to
give
do
them
it
a
because I would
call.
love to see you
If
wiped
caught,
out by
he
a big
could
rig.
face charges related to
It's
riding his
one
bicycle
almost
on the
1 o'clock in the
freeway,
morning,
as well as
and
indecent
this is the
exposure
6th
and
time
ruining
we've
the
heard this
city
story.
facts. Maureen
And
Kelly,
I hope
Front 4 News.
naked guy dies in jail or something. I don't know.
Would you go to your happy place real quick?
All right, hold on a sec. Forrest.
And back.
You know what? Thanks, man.
Are you better now?
I am way better. I'm looking forward to that.
That was actually not a forest. That was the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, the bunny. All right. Now I'm gonna have to find a picture of the inside of the bunny ranch.
It's possible.
I'll find something. Listen, maybe I shouldn't say Kansas this time. Maybe Kansas has been ruining this whole segment. This is California, folks. If you live in Nebraska, which is a fairly flat, kind of boring state, but good, simple living, and you have dreams of moving to California because you think we make a lot of money here, or and stuff like that. The fact that it's just not true. This place sucks.
And movie stars and all that stuff, they're not just right around the corner. You don't see them all the time either.
No.
And you really don't want to. They're all piles of shit in the first place.
Douchebags. You're not going to make more money because the state takes more money. Like my truck, I pay $650 every year to a state for car registration, and I essentially get nothing out of it. All the roads are potholed. The infrastructure is falling apart. You get dinged, and they take money out of your pocket every time you turn around. This place sucks. If you go to our glorious city, San Francisco, there's literally bags, and as Brian has said 3 times now, suitcases
of poop.
Suitcases
of poop.
Now we've talked 6 times that there are better receptacles to put poop in. If I had to poop on the fly, I would think maybe a McDonald's bag, an empty coffee jar. That would be a good place to poop.
These bags of poop that they're showing on these pictures.
Oh, we'll find a picture for you.
Oh no, there's plenty of pictures. They're leaking poo out of them.
Yes.
They're clear plastic bags with poo leaking out
I
of
think
them.
it's John Hopkins. John Hopkins. It's not Hopkins. Hopkins.
John Hopkins.
Yes, whatever.
Hopkins.
Some hospital people. They were supposed to have a convention in San Francisco, and they pulled out because they said it was an unhealthy environment for their employees.
This was going to
San
bring
Francisco's lost millions.
Yeah, it was going to bring in, like they said, over $20 million.
No.
And they lost out on that because they said it was unhealthy, unsanitary.
And here's another thing: if you think you're going to come to California to see the wonderful sights, let's show you some of the wonderful sights you can see in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, if you go to San Francisco,
I mean, yeah, Yosemite's beautiful. But
this is what
you
see.
really want to see when you come to California.
This is what you get to see.
Oh, Dildo Man.
Dildo Man. He's
Dildo
all
Man.
nice and colorful.
Rainbow dildos.
Yes.
That's expensive. Dildos, I think, cost.
Well, I'm pretty sure those are
And
like plastic
this
dildos.
lovely lady got a rape whistle.
That's not a lady.
Oh, and there's a Senor and
those-
Pepe Blume. And this dude.
This is your favorite.
You know what? I have no. Oh, we might have competition. Hey, you know what? That's a walking Oreo cookie.
It is.
It is. Assless chap Oreo cookie. That's what you're going to see if you come to San Francisco.
With the cream
Forget
filling.
about Yosemite. That's what you're going to see.
Yes.
You know, Brian, I'm looking now.
Yeah.
Watch this. People are going to love this as the newest feature to Shits and Giggles. And then I can lean over.
Hey, you can see me.
So yeah, I could see you, and I'm not buried by the microphone.
Yeah.
Look at that. We're always.
Hey, don't touch your microphone.
We're always improving. At this point, I don't care. It's 1:00 in the morning.
Yes.
Jeff
So-
Slade, this is for you.
Yes.
I know you're demanding a new episode.
So, would you like to watch your sandwich one?
You know what, dude? I don't think I could do the same. All right.
Yeah, come on.
I found this commercial for you guys, and I've been laughing about it for weeks, and I want to share with you and see if you find it as funny. When are you gonna click on the name like I told you?
Sometimes bipolar 1 disorder can make you feel unstoppable. But mania, such as unusual changes in your mood, activity, or energy
We'll make you make
levels,
sandwiches.
can leave you on shaky ground.
We'll make
You
your
can
husband
stop
happy.
it.
Control by asking about your treatment options. Vraylar is approved
And that
for the
was
acute treatment of
treatment
that was
options.
our sponsor from Vraylar.
Treatment options. If you find this woman, if you find this lady, marry her. She makes sandwiches. She's got sandwich mania. And I bet you there's a name for it. I bet you it's Helsinki syndrome. See that? How I did that?
Yes.
Me and you.
And we had this discussion. This was probably 3 tries earlier.
Yeah.
And when he was trying to figure out what actual Stockholm syndrome was.
So if you
but-
find a woman with Helsinki syndrome, which is sandwich mania, you don't treat her. You put a ring on it. You marry her as soon as possible, because there's always a good time for a sandwich. I've never hey, do you want a sandwich? And I've said no. I've never said no to a sandwich, particularly after coitus or masturbation. I find is the best time for a sandwich. And if you married this, and she had a good body, she was thin, she looked like she worked out. Either that or she burned up so much energy while making sandwiches that she stays thin. This is not something to be treated. Talking about trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. What do you call it? You know what I'm talking about. That's a saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to a cure to a disease that doesn't exist. The sandwich mania or Helsinki syndrome. Dude, that's going to take off. People are like, man, I want to find a girl with Helsinki syndrome.
And we did look up Helsinki syndrome is not a syndrome, so this is our new syndrome.
Shits and Giggles created Helsinki syndrome.
Yes.
If you have a better use for Helsinki syndrome, please feel free to tweet it to us.
It has multiple uses.
Yeah, and if we decide to replace Sandwich Mania with your version of Helsinki syndrome, we're going to send you a free shirt someday when we make shirts.
Which is not going to be for a while.
Talking about it. Yeah. Get us to 100 subscribers and we'll start making shirts.
Yes.
Until then, you're just going to have to wish that you had one. Let's see. I'm pretty much done with this show. How about you?
Sure.
We've been doing it for 2 weeks now. This is 2 weeks on one episode. This is the train wreck episode of Shits and Giggles.
And we'll send you out with a little clip.
Yes, this is to make you happy. Your happy place. I'm Matt Bernal.
And I'm Brian.
This is Shits and Giggles.
In a few minutes, we're going to have a moment of silence.
I don't think they know that they're not supposed to be repeating.
No, they're still going to kindergarten.
But to ground ourselves in our resistance.
You remember doing this in kindergarten?
Yes.
Look around you. We are the people we've been waiting for.
We are the people we've been waiting for. Oh my gosh.
Make America great again!
Have a good week, folks. See you next week when we're not
so screwed up. Have a good night.
See ya.